Ready. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to officially call this public meeting of the Mayor and Council to order. At this time, I'd ask everyone to please rise for a moment of silent prayer and a reflection as we think of our New Milford resident who was struck by a New Jersey transit bus last week. Please salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please note the fire exits. To my left, your right to the main hallway, and behind you into the main parking lot. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with this act, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of New Milford have caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Borough Hall, and notices have been sent to the Record and the Ridgewood News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the establishment and implementation of public policy that will safeguard the infrastructure, provide fair, honest, courteous, and professional services, establish a sense of trust and accomplishment between all residents, and through research and prudent planning, seek to minimize risk while improving our services. We are sensitive to the needs and satisfaction of our taxpayers, while realizing that this governing body cannot be all things to all people, within the revenue constraints imposed by state mandates, economic conditions, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. At this time, I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Councilwoman Sandhusen. Here. Councilwoman Starkey Hurley. Present. Councilwoman Duffy. Here. Councilman Grotzky. Here. Councilman Seymour.
Here.
Council President Grant. Here. Mayor Petrino.
Here. Okay, the first thing on tonight is we have two proclamations. First one is for Women's History Month. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas, Women's History Month was first observed in 1981 and is now recognized worldwide to celebrate women's achievements and empowerment, and whereas throughout our history, despite hardship, exclusion, and discrimination, women have strived and sacrificed for equity and equality in communities across the country and have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our nation and our local communities in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. And whereas American women have played and continue to play a critical role in the economic, cultural, social, and business environments in every sphere of the life. And whereas American women have played a unique role throughout the history by providing the majority of volunteer labor force. And whereas American women are particularly important in the establishment of early charitable, philanthropic, and cultural institutions. And whereas American women have always served to defend our freedom and our country courageously in the military, at home, and abroad. And whereas American women serve as police officers, firefighters, emergency medical technicians, and in all capacities that work to protect life, property, health, and safety of residents and communities across our nation. And whereas American women have been leaders not only in securing their own rights of suffrage and equal opportunity, but also have contributed significantly to all other major movements to create a more fair, equal, and just society for all. And whereas this Women's History Month, as we reflect on the achievements of American women across the centuries and pay tribute to the pioneers who paved the way, let us recommit to the fight and help realize the deeply American vision of a more equal society and carry forward the mission of ensuring our daughters have the same opportunities as our sons. Now therefore I, Michael J. Petrino, Mayor of the Borough of New Milford, do hereby proclaim March 2024 as Women's History Month in New Milford, and urge all residents and businesses to appropriately honor the significant contribution, achievements, and impact women have had and continue to make on our great country and community. And that's particularly true for the Borough of New Milford. In every aspect, women's contributions to our borough, helping it grow, including we've had two female mayors, Mayor Terry King and Mayor Nancy Gleason. Okay, now we're going to move on to poison prevention. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas Congress has designated the third full week in March to be National Poison Prevention Week in 1961, and since then this week has helped raise national awareness of the dangers and potentially dangerous medicines, household products, and chemicals, environmental contaminants, and other substances. And whereas poison control centers across the country will focus on the public's attention on the free life-saving services provided by poison centers, as well as educating the public on ways to prevent poisoning exposures. And whereas the New Jersey Poison Control Center, a division of the Department of Emergency Medicine at Rutgers University Medical School, provides 24/7 expert poisoning treatment advice, drug information, and prevention education at no cost to the public through the Poison Help Hotline. And whereas unintentional poisoning is the leading cause of unintentional injury death in New Jersey, outnumbering deaths by motor vehicles and firearms. And whereas a poison is defined as anything that can cause harm if taken in the wrong amount, in the wrong way, or by the wrong person. And whereas although the most reported poison exposures involve children 5 years old and younger, most poisoning deaths occur in adults aged 20 to 59. And whereas overdose deaths from prescription opioids, over-the-counter medications, and illegal drugs remain at epidemic proportions for both New Jersey and the United States. And whereas lead exposure and carbon monoxide poisoning remain major public health concerns. Whereas poison center experts encourage the public not to guess, wait for the symptoms, or waste time looking up medical information online when potential poisoning exposures occur, to call 1-800-222-1222 or chat www.njpies.org. And whereas all residents should save the Poison Control Center's hotline in their cell, home, and office phones, because a fast response can make all the difference in preventing serious injury and saving lives. Now therefore I, Michael J. Petrino, Mayor of the Borough of Milford, do hereby proclaim the week of March 17th through the 23rd, 2024 as Poison Prevention Week in the Borough of New Milford, and encourage all citizens to pledge their commitment to ensuring the safety of themselves, their families, and their community. Okay. At this time, may I get a motion to appoint Jehanar Hader to the Mayor's Wellness Campaign?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Under unfinished business, may I get a motion for the approval of the minutes from the February 12th, 2024 work session meeting?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we have a couple of ordinance adoptions up tonight. The first one is ordinance 2024:02, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask her to please read the ordinance.
Capital ordinance to appropriate the sum of $71,000 for the replacement of lighting at LaBarbera Field in by and for the Borough of New Milford in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from a county grant and from the Open Space Trust Fund of the borough.
The purpose of this ordinance is to appropriate funds from the Bergen County Open Space Grant and the Borough of New Milford Open Space Trust to replace the lighting at LaBarbera Field with energy-efficient light fixtures. At this time, I would ask for a motion to open up to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions regarding this ordinance, now is your opportunity. Seeing that there is no member of the public that wishes to comment on this ordinance, I will ask for a motion to close to the public.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading? Motion.
Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sam Houston.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sraki Hurley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Grant.
Yes.
Okay, the next one for adoption tonight is 2024:03. When the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask her to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 2 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Administration, thereby amending Article 5 entitled Boards, Commissions, and Committees.
The purpose of this ordinance is to codify the composition and duties of various standing committees within the borough. At this time, may I have a motion to open to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions regarding this ordinance, now is the opportunity. Seeing that there is no member of the public that wishes to comment on this ordinance, I would ask for a motion to close the public.
Motion to close. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading?
Motion to adopt. Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Yes. Councilwoman Sam Houston.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sraki Hurley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Brodsky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Grant.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is 2024:04, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I'd ask you to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 4 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Milford entitled General Licensing, thereby amending Section 4-19 entitled Commercial and Movie Filming.
The purpose of this ordinance is to modify the borough's existing commercial and movie filming ordinance to facilitate the borough's pursuit of film rating designation from New Jersey Motion Picture and Television Commission. Making a motion to open to the public for a public hearing on this ordinance.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has any questions regarding this ordinance, now is the opportunity. Seeing that there is no member of the public that wishes to comment on this ordinance, I would ask for a motion to close to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to adopt this ordinance on its final reading?
Motion to adopt? Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sanhuzen.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sraki Hurley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Brodsky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Grant.
Yes.
This is where we should start playing Hooray for Hollywood song. Okay, moving on to new business. We have a few ordinance introductions tonight. First one is 2024:05, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I ask her please read the ordinance.
Capital Ordinance to amend Section 1 of the Capital Ordinance Number 2021-03 entitled Capital Ordinance of the Borough of New Milford in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, authorizing the acquisition of various police equipment in, by, and for the borough, appropriating therefore the sum of $46,861, and providing that such sum so appropriated shall be raised from the Capital Improvement Fund of the borough, which was adopted February 22nd, 2021.
Okay, the purpose of this ordinance is to amend Section 1 of Capital Ordinance 2021:03 to include computer equipment upgrades as an authorized acquisition with capital funding appropriated in Ordinance 2021:03. At this time, may I have a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading? Motion.
Second.
May I roll call, please?
Yes. Councilwoman Sanhuzen.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sraki Hurley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Brodsky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Grant.
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing on this ordinance will be at our March 11th, 2024 meeting. Which is 3/11 day. Everybody goes. Next one for introduction is 2024:06, and when the clerk has the opportunity, I would ask her to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend the revised general ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Salary, adopted as Ordinance 9101 and amended annually by ordinance up to and including Ordinance 2023-42.
The purpose of this ordinance is our yearly establishing of the salary ranges for certain full-time and part-time positions. May I get a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading?
Motion.
Second.
May I get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sanhuzen.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sraki Hurley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Brodsky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Grant.
Yes.
The public hearing for this ordinance will also be on 3/11 day. And the final one is Ordinance 2024:07. When the clerk has the opportunity, I'd ask you to please read the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 7 of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of New Milford entitled Traffic, thereby amending subsection 7-3.3 entitled Parking Prohibited at All Times on Certain Streets, and subsection 7-3.4 entitled Parking Prohibited During Certain Hours on Certain Streets.
Okay, so this includes Bergen Avenue, so there'll be no parking on the north side from the westerly curb line of River Road to the easterly curb line of Albert Place. And on Columbia Street, it'll be on both sides of the street from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. from Columbia Street between Henley Avenue and South Park Drive. May I get a motion to introduce this ordinance on its first reading? Motion.
Second.
You get a roll call, please?
Councilwoman Sandhusen.
Yes.
Councilwoman Saraki Hurley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Gotsky.
Yes.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Graham.
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing for this ordinance will also be on March 11th. Okay, moving on to item number 1 is the Mayor's Wellness Committee. Councilwoman Sandhusen, take it away.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I'm going to invite Chairwoman Kelly Grippo to come up to the podium, and she's going to share about what the Mayor's campaign, wellness campaign is. Come on up while you come up here or over here? Right over here. So this is an initiative that Mayor Petrino has been wanting to bring to the community for a number of years. So we're very happy that Kelly has stepped up to be the chairwoman for the committee. So,
Kelly, can you just tap on the microphone?
I am plugging for a wedding on Saturday, so I forgot to plug it back in.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you just leave it here? Okay, got it, I got it.
Yeah.
Hello, I'll take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Kelly Grippo, and I've lived in Milford my whole life, plus or minus a couple years in college. I have my Bachelor of Science in Public Health with a concentration in Community Health Education. I am also a Certified Health Education Specialist, as well as being on the Municipal Alliance for the Borough, as well as being the health educator, which has been supplied through Milford Regional Health Commission, which, as you know, supplies your health officer and your RHS for the town. Currently, I have programs that run in the Senior Center, Library, and also at IEA in the Milford on Madison Ave Institute for Educational Achievement. So I'm happy to announce that we are starting the Mayor's Wellness Campaign in New Milford. The New Jersey Healthcare Quality Institute, which runs the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, describes it as a statewide community health initiative that provides evidence-based tools and strategies for mayors and community leaders to help their residents achieve healthier lifestyles and improve overall health and wellness in their communities. For our program, I'm going to be wanting to focus on the 8 dimensions of health and wellness: physical, emotional, social, spiritual, intellectual, environmental, financial, and occupational. This first year we may not cover all 8, but it's something to build up to in the upcoming years. I reviewed the Community Health Needs Assessment, also known as the China. Although it does not have information specific to New Milford, we're located in what they call Central Bergen County. So I looked at that health information. So the topics that we're really hoping to concentrate this year on are going to be childhood obesity, showing low activity levels and high screen time, adulthood obesity, heart disease, diabetes, pre-diabetes, mental health and addiction, and low vaccine rates. We want to provide low to no cost physical activity classes using many of the facilities that we already have established in town, whether that be different dojos or dance studios and the great YMCA that just opened up. And then we want to compound this with some educational seminars to back up some of the information that we'll be going over in classes. So some examples of that, we're focusing on heart disease, so we can have a class that goes over cholesterol, blood pressure, and we can have nurses that are contracted through heart, which the town has, come in and take those blood pressure and heart rating readings. as well as I can do a few classes. My goal is to highlight all the great programs and activities New Milford already has to offer through our many different committees that we already have. Right now, we are aiming to have the program run in September for the first year, just to give us a couple of months to put everything together. I hope to have 4 to 5 classes a week, as well as 1 education session per week. My ultimate goal is to bring this town together and make it a happier and healthier place. The main thing that I need from everyone right here today is support, especially with Mayor being right on the big front of it. We definitely need the Mayor and Council's support to really get this off the ground. We're in the process of building our committee. You just inducted 1 member today, and I also have the library director, Marian Maharaj, who is also willing to join our committee.
She's actually the library operations manager.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Every town has a different name that they call everyone. And then I will leave a copy of, 2 copies of the mayor's wellness handbook. They're about 30 pages, so if you want to print out too many, but for you guys to take a look at if you're interested in doing.
I can distribute it to her. I'll email it.
Email, yes, we can also email it out. And on the booklet is also my business card, so if you do know or hear of anyone that you think would be interested in joining the committee, you can have them reach out to me whenever they are able. Start here.
No, that's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I appreciate your time this evening, and I look forward to seeing more of you guys as this campaign continues to grow. Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, this is something that we've been wanting to do for many years, and I'm so excited that we're finally getting it off the ground.
Sorry, if anyone has any questions they would like to ask me, feel free to.
I'm very impressed, but 4 to 5 classes a week, that sounds very ambitious. I think it's wonderful.
It is ambitious. I've been a little busy the past 2 weeks, but I do plan on getting in contact with the YMCA director. So I'm hoping, because I know they're just starting out in town, they're a couple of years old, that they'll really give us support behind this, and maybe we can host a couple classes a week there. So that is why I said I hope for 5 classes, so we'll see, because I know I can do the health education classes. I already offer meditation at the library twice a month, so I was going to include those programs that I'm already doing on the list. So some of that is a little overlap from what I'm already doing in the town, so I think with a couple of fitness classes in there, or physical activity classes, we can really see this to be a well-rounded program.
Good luck. Sounds great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
And YMCA is a great choice. They've been great neighbors and really helping out our community since they've been here, so we thank them as well.
Yeah, as the liaison for the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, I want to say thank you, Kelly. That was a really great presentation. And to my colleagues on Mayor and Council, there's going to be an opportunity to do a lot of wonderful partnerships, because the Senior Center has great programs, the Health Department has good programs, libraries already in partnership. So we're going to have an opportunity to really work with the recreation and really do a lot of combining and collaboration with all of our great programs.
Yeah, I think we're hoping to get all the programs that we already have, sustainable Jersey, the
Green Team,
Green Teams,
Sustainable Jersey.
Municipal Alliance, I know does some stuff, Stigma Free. I'm really hoping to bring them all together to really make this a great program and show everyone in Milford all that we do have to offer.
How
Looking
big
forward to it.
do you anticipate your committee being?
It is 5 to 10 members that they typically accept. I'm hoping for 6.
And do you have any prospects yet?
I am going to be reaching out to the YMCA director, and then I'd also like to reach out to Mr. Riccadelli, the
The high school?
The high school
Athletic
athletic director, there we go. He was also my soccer coach at one point, so I'm hoping I can rein him in there.
Reel 'em in.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yes, those are my future, my next two goals, I would say, is to try to wrangle someone from the YMCA and someone from maybe the school system.
We look forward to hearing more about it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And we
Thank
wish
you.
luck.
Wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't want to volunteer Kathy Flanagan, but she might, our public health nurse might be a good person to,
Class as well. yeah.
involve.
I think we can vote.
Definitely.
Just a suggestion to see if she's interested.
I know she is definitely interested in willing to participate in summer things and stuff, but I don't know if she was willing to commit to the committee.
We will help build a strong committee for you.
Yes, perfect, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Item number 2 is affordable housing, A4/S50 in round 4. As everyone knows, the state is moving, we are coming out of round 3, and round 4 with affordable housing will be starting across the state. There is a bill that passed the Assembly and is in front of the Senate right now, and Chris Mears and I, a little over a week ago,
Yep.
we attended a Bergen County League of Municipalities mayor's breakfast, and they had representatives talking about the bill and what it means for communities. So some of the highlights that I want to talk to you about tonight are the new bill, as opposed to round 3. It eliminates immunity protections for municipalities seeking to comply voluntarily. It eliminates the balanced COA board and substitutes it with a panel of 7 retired judges. It does not provide municipalities that comply with zoning requirements development density protections. It does not take marketplace demands or trends into account. It punishes land poor municipalities to create zones for 25% of their unmet need. It ignores development impact on municipal infrastructure, environment, and public safety. Provides unrealistic timelines and mathematically impossible procedures and obligations. And these are just some of the highlights that we learned from representatives at the League. And the one thing that I want to point out and add to that list is it does not provide any consideration or relief for municipalities that contain severe repetitive loss flood properties or DEP Blue Acre buyout properties. So these are all things that basically hurt municipalities when they take a cookie cutter idea and try to stamp every town with it. So this is one of the reasons why I'm hoping everyone is in support of opposing this bill until there's changes made that help out municipalities across our state, including ours.
Mayor, were there changes made from the Assembly bill to the Senate bill, or is it the same? Because
It's the same.
well, we opposed to the Assembly bill, so I'm in favor of opposing the
It's the same.
Senate bill as well.
It is the same right now.
And we have passed a resolution that was circulating previously, but we did also receive a letter. The speaker, his name was Jeffrey Serenian, and he's got, 40 years of affordable housing experience. And he drafted a letter that he suggests that we send to the governor, along with another resolution that was drafted that was a little bit more specific. And I think he circulated it prior to the governing body and wanted to find out whether or not there was an interest in doing the new resolution and also sending the letter to the governor. The Senate, I believe, is scheduled to vote March 21st, I think is what they said.
Yeah. I'm in favor of both.
Should we do
Whatever we could do to improve.
Can I get a motion?
Well, do you want?
Motion to oppose.
Motion to oppose, yes.
And
And to send both.
Okay.
And to send both.
Sandy second, and then I'm going to ask for a roll call.
Councilwoman Sanusin.
Yes.
Councilman Siraki Hurley.
Oh, yes.
Councilman Duffy.
Yes.
Councilman Grotzky.
Definitely.
Councilman Seymour.
Yes.
Council President Graham.
You keep hoping they'll make it better, and somehow it keeps getting worse. I vote yes.
Thank you.
And thank you for attending, you guys.
and keeping us surprised of all.
Okay. Moving on to schedule updates. We have a few of them here. Saturday, March 2nd, is the DEO Short Stack for a Tall Cause fundraiser, sponsored by the David Owens Middle School. It takes place from 8 to 10 a.m. at Applebee's. You can find more information on the Milford Public School District website. On Sunday, March 3rd, is annual Black Balloon Day, sponsored by the New Milford Municipal Alliance. It'll be at 11 a.m. at the New Milford Borough Hall front steps. For more information, it'll be on the borough website and our Facebook page. And that's when they're doing the event. Black Balloon Day is March 6th. That is the national recognized day.
So they're doing this on a Sunday, then?
Yes, we're doing this on the 3rd. On Sunday, March 10th, will be New Milford's second annual Crescent Moonlighting, sponsored by the New Milford Public Events Committee. The time will be 7 p.m., also on the front lawn of the New Milford Borough Hall. Information for that is already up on our website, and it's been on the Facebook page. This will be a food donation event, so anyone who's attending, we ask that you bring 1 can non-perishable, unexpired canned food so we can donate it to the food pantry in New Milford. Okay, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, March 7th through March 9th, is Shrek the Musical Junior, sponsored by the DEO Middle School. You can go to their website or their Facebook page to look at the times, because I think it changes from the dates, from the weekdays to the Saturday night event, so you can check the dates on that. Friday, March 8th, is the Empty Bowls fundraiser, sponsored by New Milford High School. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. in the New Milford High School cafeteria. More information for that is on the Public School District's website. Saturday, March 16th, is the Vendor and Crafts Fair, sponsored by the New Milford High School Performing Arts. It's from 9 to 4 p.m. in the New Milford High School cafeteria. And information for that is also on the school district's website. I know for that they actually have over 40 vendors already and a bunch of food trucks, including the lobster truck. I heard lobster truck's going to be here, so you have to check that out. On Friday, March 22nd, is the second annual New Milford Wrestling Foundation Night Out, sponsored by the New Milford Wrestling Foundation. It's from 7 to 11 p.m. It'll be at the New Milford VFW. For more information, you can go to the New Milford Wrestling Foundation's Facebook page. On Saturday, March 23rd, is the annual Easter egg hunt, sponsored by New Milford Recreation. It'll start at 10 a.m. It'll be on Knight's Field. That is the field in between ShopRite and the high school. And information for that will be on the New Milford Borough website, Facebook page, also the New Milford Recreation website and Facebook page. And I think the school is actually going to have a pancake breakfast just before that, so I think you can hit both of them. And on Saturday, April 13th, is our annual Softball Little League Opening Day Parade, sponsored by the Milford Recreation and the Milford Little League. I don't have the exact time yet. It usually kicks off around 10 o'clock. It'll start at the Hovnanian School, and it'll proceed to Kennedy Field and the Common Field. Information for that will be on the website, Facebook page, and also on the Milford Recreation's Facebook page and the Milford Little League's web and Facebook page. Are there any events that I failed to mention that are for March and April? We're not doing May yet.
No, it's up.
Memorial Day Parade. That's coming up. The next meeting we'll start doing May events.
Okay.
Let's take on the 16 first.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. A short engineering update. We haven't really been having too much in that area right now, but we do have a pre-application meeting with the DEP on Wednesday to discuss the proposed repair of the French Brook. The feedback from this meeting will help inform the design of the project.
That's sooner than you expected, isn't it? I thought we were talking about not having,
Well, I mean,
it's taken a while.
it did take a little bit of time, but it's just the pre-application. Yes. And we're still waiting for a commitment on the delivery of the signal equipment for the traffic signal installation at the intersection of the Boulevard and Graphic Boulevard. The delays are with the manufacturer, and we're getting very little feedback from them. The Budget Committee met today with the DPW Director, the Library Director, and the Police Chief to review their budget requests. We'll be meeting with the Fire Department on Wednesday, and we'll be forwarding revisions to the Auditor so that he can update the budget draft before it will be sent to the governing body for a full review in advance of the budget introduction, which is tentatively scheduled for March 25th. This is a big change. The polling place for districts 8 and 9, which have traditionally been at the library, will be moving to Berkeley Street School Gymnasium / multipurpose room, beginning with the June primary election. The meeting room at the library is too small to properly accommodate the new voting machines. This change in the polling location is going to be noticed frequently and through multiple mediums from now through Election Day, and it will also be printed on the sample ballots, which will be mailed in advance of the election. Another brief announcement, we have an opportunity for some temporary part-time work at the New Milford Senior Center. Anyone interested can contact me for more information. And other than that, the next meeting is scheduled for 2 weeks from tonight, Monday, March 11th. That's it for me, Mayor. Thank you.
I think the police department is seeking applications for a crossing guard position. That's what it is.
I think open, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for the administrator? If not, has everyone had a chance to look at the resolutions? Are there any that need to be pulled for further discussion and or vote? Okay. Can I get a motion to file committee reports with the Borough Clerk to be spread in full upon the minutes?
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll go around real quick, just give one or two upcoming highlights, and we're going to start with Councilwoman Gray. Council President Gray.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing to report this evening. I will have 2 events to report on at our next meeting. One will be in May, one will be in June.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Councilman Seymour.
Thank you, Mayor. You covered what I was going to mention, which is that the Municipal Alliance and the Stigma Free Committee are very proud to have Black Balloon Day coming up, and everyone's very much looking forward to it, Mayor.
Excellent.
So it should be another great event with a great turnout.
Great. It's always a powerful event.
It's very important, and the amount of passion every one of these committees demonstrates is really tremendous and inspiring.
Excellent.
So, thank you.
You're welcome. Councilman Grassley.
Thank you, Mayor. Budget. That's what I'm working on. That's it for now.
Councilwoman Duffy.
Thank you, Mayor. I also, as a member of the Budget Committee, attended today's meetings with department heads. It's challenging, but it's also so interesting to see the inner workings of what goes on, what's needed, and how we fund them, and where we take it from and where we give it to. So kudos to everybody on that front. Do my housekeeping list for the New Milford Fire Department. In January, we had 5 mutual aid calls, 3 CO detectors, 3 alarm malfunctions, 3 accidental fire alarms, 2 smoke conditions, 2 structure fires, 2 good intent calls, 5 water emergencies, 5 natural gas odors, 1 building collapse, 1 power lines down, for a total of 34. Man-hours for fires was 411. Then from our registrar through the Board of Health, the monthly January report, 3 marriage license, 8 marriage transcripts, 177 death certificates, 70 dog licenses, 13 cat licenses, 36 health and food, 2 birth certificates, and 2 re-inspection fees. So all in all, a busy January for my liaisons. That's it.
Thank you. Councilwoman Siraki.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to reiterate what I have said over the past month, but so everybody remembers, June 8th will be our Hall of Fame dinner. But why I'm mentioning it is we're still looking for more names. And we have until, I believe, next Wednesday to get those names. I think we have about 30 or 32 names so far. And then there'll be a discussion of as to who's going to be.
We posted it, I can post it again, just to send it out to remind people who did do it first.
Thank you.
No problem.
Other than that, nothing else except, of course, our May parade, which is too soon to get into. And that's it. Thank you.
Councilwoman Sanders.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to highlight that the Green Team has begun the process for Sustainable Jersey certification. So February 25th was the first submission date. To qualify for bronze, it's 150 total points. The Green Team thinks that New Milford has got so much great stuff going on that we can make silver, but that's 350 points. So it's quite a reach. It's been a lot of work. So what's really nice is that we get, by applying early, we get to go through review process on our reports. So this is really nice. We're going to be able to get points for our natural resource, the environmental resource inventory, and hopefully the fleet inventory is up to date and we can submit for that and get that included in our certification this go around.
Mayor, I recalled something that I should have mentioned before. The planning board is meeting tomorrow evening. We're going to be reviewing a preliminary draft of the master plan, and we're still requesting reports from the various borough entities who can either submit something in writing or they can come and appear before the board and enter their comments on the record. The public is invited, and we welcome your comments. So that's tomorrow evening, 7:30 at Borough Hall.
Thank you.
I also would like to add, in regards to the whole thing, which it says June 8th, it moved to the athletic club here in town, who has,
The Elks, you mean?
no,
Okay.
the athletic club who has so generously donated.
Oh, that's wonderful.
To do, so that's a great, yeah, perfect.
Okay, is there anything else? I had mentioned the breakfast Chris and I attended last week, so you heard how much fun that was, around 4 stuff. And next week I'll be attending my historic New Vigilante meeting, so I'll have a report at our next meeting. Okay, at this time I'd ask for a motion to open to the public for public comment.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen of the public, if anyone has anything they'd like to talk regarding the good and welfare of the borough of Milford, now is your opportunity. Seeing that there is no member of the public that wishes to speak, I would ask for a motion to close the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? May I get a motion to approve resolution 2024:76 through 2024:83?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the public, I'm going to ask to adjourn this meeting and go into closed session. When we come out of closed session, this body will take no action and we will adjourn the meeting. Is there any other business before this council? At this time, I would ask for a motion to go into closed session.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you. You still very good.
Why don't